what I want to ask as well is, like moving with the times, yeah? And another thing I clocked with, obviously with you, Fend, and some of the mandem who, you get me? Like, being in your own lane, like sometimes staying in your own lane, yeah? Like, maybe depending on the artist, on the person's journey, but like we've seen it before where it's like you could do two things in it. Sticking to what you do best in your own lane for such a long time, it could either like make you win or basically stagnate you in terms of like development, because sometimes some of us need to, like to sometimes move with the times a little bit. You get what I'm saying? But I want to say this nice and carefully because everyone's got a different journey, right? Our own unique journey. So talking about you with your music as well, yeah? Like for those people who might, who have been listening to you for many years, you get me, like fucking with your music heavy for many years, and you got other people who might fuck with your music, but at the same time they feel like maybe like in terms of like your music or moving with the times or even collaborating with certain people that like youngers of this age or whatever, maybe that could that could like take your music to that next level, or even take your career to that next level, or even open up certain doors for you. You got what I'm saying? Like, what do you think about that? Like, do you sometimes think about like collaborating with different people that are kind of so-called relevant, or touching in? Do you ever sometimes feel like like maybe I should just touch on that sound or whatever? You got what I'm saying? Like in terms of like with your sound, doing your thing, like how you've been doing it for many years, yeah? Yeah, man. Do you ever feel like...
Yeah, no, I hear you. I feel like, it's just balance. You know what I mean? It's like, if that happened, it's balance, and stuff just happened naturally as well. Like, like, man's collabing with people, you know what I mean there? But it's just like, one thing with the music thing is like, a lot of people want to do it, but they don't want to do it.
What do you mean by that? That sounds very interesting.
Like, they want to do it, but they don't want to do what it takes to do it. You know what I mean? That's why so many rappers give up after they put out one mixtape.
We've seen
or two mixtape, or nowadays one single.
Yeah.
And then
one TikTok song.
Yeah.
And never do good on TikTok and they say, fuck
That's
it,
it, bro. That's it. Like, I've spent 2,000 and I've got nothing to show for it. Like, so it's like, with that, it's like sometimes you can work with people, and then if they're not serious or times change, or if they're not as on it as you, it's like the work just stagnates, bro. And then it's like, it's kind of like a waste of time. Do you know what I mean?
It's true, man.
Obviously, not all the time. Like, sometimes you do that and the songs might come out 3 years later or whatever. That's cool.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm just a momentum guy, innit? So it's like, where I've got my own momentum going now, I don't really want to slow it down for no fruitless, or not fruitless, but any collaborations where we're not invested in it the same way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so current now, and it's so easy to put out music, and so many people like, the music goes so quick for a lot of people that it's like, just put it out, bro. Like, I'm not really trying to hold back music anymore. You know what I mean? It's just, as soon as it's ready, it's kind of going out, bro. You know what I mean? So with the collaborations and that, if people are not on that same wave, sometimes it can just be a bit boring, and you know what I mean, bro? Like, this should be fun to a certain extent,
man. Because
it
should be like, like if me and you are collaborating, it should be lit, right? It should be like we're both excited to jump in the booth to work on something together, rather than, like, even like to be fair with you, like for me, like I feel like any collaboration like should be like something that's like a good process, basically, like an enjoyable process, rather than having, if you collaborate with somebody in anything whatsoever, and the other side doesn't really seem like they're on the same frequency as you, on the same wavelength as you. Yeah, sometimes I realize that takes away a little bit of the fun, like you said, innit?
And it's not, a lot of the time in the booth, that's the fun bit.
Yeah.
It's after that, you know what I mean? Because
with all of the other logistics,
like you know, you have that conversation sometimes about an artist. Like, what's an artist? I don't know. It's like, you can't really define that, but there's certain traits that, like, to me, like, signify more of a artist. Do you know what I mean? Like, to me, like if you're an artist, you've got to put out art, bro. Or you know what I mean? Like you want to be doing that. You know what I mean? It's in you,
Yeah.
and it's always, you know what I mean, bro. But it's like that's why. But being an artist is tough because a lot of the time it don't really pay. You know what I mean, for most people. So it's like in this world, cost of living and all that. Even before that, bro, it's not cheap. You know what I mean? So to be an artist and still be going through life and dealing with all of that, it's not easy, bro. So it's like when you're working with other artists, if they're not really on your wave like that, then it's like what they're doing can affect what you're doing, or what they're not doing can affect once you both put into something.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Do you also feel like, because when I speak to bare different artists, yeah, like something that I'm starting to maybe like start to think about is the word disconnection, yeah, and what I mean by that is, I feel like I'm still like, it's like a picture that's coming into my head slowly. Like it's not, the picture in my head hasn't been clear yet, but slowly I'm getting this picture where I feel like there's a disconnect between, you know, like photographers, you know, like people that shoot music videos, basically I feel like there's a disconnect. I'm starting to feel like there's a disconnect between camera people, cameramen, all of these people with music artists. Because like a lot of people, obviously, we live, like we keep on saying, things are expensive, you know, the cost of living. And a lot of people say like once they go, a lot of camera people are expensive, this expensive. And I feel like, speaking to you, like us lot moving forward, like do you feel like, I'm just trying to gauge, you get what I'm saying? Like do you feel like there should be, because I feel like, hey, in a perfect world, I always try to look at things like in a perfect world, right? I feel like there should be, you know, like there should be more of a connection with like cameramen and, you know, like music artists, because I feel like a lot of people get disheartened this way, right? A lot of people that I speak to, maybe disheartened might be the wrong way, but a lot of people, once you go make the song, like you said, that's the fun part. But once you start, you know, looking for people like to shoot music videos, all of these other things, for so many times now, I'm realizing that's jarring. That's the jarring part for a lot of music artists, because it's like,
that's the business part, isn't it?
yeah, and it's like,
Yeah.
is for you music artists with, you know, these cameramen and all of these people, do you feel like there should be like a certain like medium where it's like, I know they're trying to do their business, but do you feel like there should be like a more, you know, like more of an understanding to see if we can, you know, find ways that we can work with each other, rather than cameramen just saying to you, this is my price,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Well, it depends what cameraman you find, innit? Because,
Oh yeah, big up to a camera guy, by the way.
No, respect.
Big him up, by the way. Big up that guy.
That's who? Because we've had a few. We've got a few different guys, but we do a lot of stuff in house now.
Yeah, you know the you know your video shoot that I came to.
Oh, okay, Eyeglass.
Yeah.
Talking about Eyeglass.
Yeah, it was two of them. I think the English or
white
something.
guys.
Yeah, two white guys. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
big them up.
Eyeglass Films. Big them up every time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've worked with them for a while. As they always say to me, I was their first video they shot under their name, Eyeglass Films. You get it?
When I was there, he said the same thing, bro.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
So big them up, Max, Felix, you don't know. Basically, it's just even with them, for example, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta be real with people, bro. You gotta let them know, boom, this is my budget. What can you do? You know what I mean, bro? Because that's how I was with them at that time. Do you know what I mean? I said, bro, I've got this. And you're not going to get some Steven Spielberg video, but if you catch people at a time that's, you know, you catch people at the right time for you and them, then you might be able to get something, bro. You might be able to get something really good. So it's like, be honest with people.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to say, rah, I haven't got a lot of bread. You know what I mean? It don't mean they're going to do it for you, but you never know, bro. Just ask, innit?
Ask, yeah.
And to be fair now as well, it's one of the best ever times, because if you've even got a good camera phone, bro, you can shoot something nice, like a little snippet to one of your songs. Just go somewhere where it looks sick. Make yourself look, you know what I mean, bro? And if obviously the song has to be good, but you don't necessarily even need a music video now. Like the way technology's gone, it's beneficial for like an independent artist who hasn't got a 20 grand, 30 grand music video budget. You know what I mean? So there's that. Like we've started recording a lot of things in house now. You know what I mean? And we're setting up a production company alongside what we're doing.
Yeah.
So anytime you see our videos, that's just an advert for, if you want this, you can get it.
You can get it as well.
You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
So, it's like, it's open, man. Like that, the video music, that's not a bigger problem as it would have been like 5 years ago.
That's for real,
TikTok
bro.
TikTok and all of that sort of stuff. So,
fuck TikTok, by the way. But yeah, we'll keep it moving.
Yeah, well, TikTok, boy. Well, you don't use TikTok?
Imagine, I'm such a fucking hypocrite. I use that when I'm saying fuck TikTok. I'm just going a bit crazy.
Yeah. No,
but
I hear you, but it's like, you got to work with what you got, innit?
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I mean?
true. It's true, man. It's absolutely true. And we, I'm sure this is a question that you know, like this is a question that I'm sure you probably anyway, like you've asked yourself, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure this is a question. If you haven't asked yourself this question, obviously I'm going to ask it. But I'm sure a lot of music artists, you know, ask themselves this question, like, you know, like within years into, you know, like after doing this music for years, a couple of years or whatever. You get me? Because I feel like all of us should ask ourselves this question after a while, regardless of whatever we're doing.
What's
right?
The question? You're building a house.
Crazy. It's crazy. Why do you feel like, personally, why do you think your music hasn't blown? You get me? Why do you think your thing hasn't really taken off yet? You get me? Remember, like I said, these are questions somebody might want to literally just ask you, and
no, that's fine, bro.
now we're just giving it to them exactly like on the red chair. Like, you get me?
That is,
yeah.
I would say.
Do you ever ask yourself that though?
Yeah, well, probably.
Yeah.
Probably only every day.
Oh shit!
You know?
Man said probably like only like every day. Yeah. And when you ask yourself that question, like you said, you ask yourself that question quite often, yeah?
Yeah.
What are some of the answers you get through your head? What are some of the responses you get through your head?
I look at myself and just think maybe certain situations I could have handled better at the time. But that's just like, that's neither here nor there. Do you know what I mean? As long as man, you know, learn from stuff and that.
For real.
I look at my music and just know like it's some of the realest stuff, and it's not conventional.
On God and them.
Do you know what I mean, bro? It's not like, it's not really like anything out there. Do you know what I mean? And the whole music industry is just like different algorithms, innit? You know what I mean? It's like to get your tune on the radio, it has to sound like all the other tunes that's before it and after it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because all the radio cares about is keeping people listening and not jarring their ear with anything that sounds different. So if your thing's different to the algorithm of what they're pushing, it's going to be harder, bro, or it's going to take longer. You know what I mean?
I hear you, bro.
But I just believe like over time, like if you keep betting on yourself and doing what you need to do, and you got that goal, I feel like you accomplish it. I know I'll accomplish it. You know what I mean, bro?
1,000,000%, bro.
You get it? So it's like,
1,000,000%. Yeah.
That's why I can't give up, bro. And just going back to the artist thing we was talking about, like, it's just got to come out, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's just got to come through from, you know what I mean, from the Most High and just go out, bro. So it's like, and like that whole blowing up thing, it's a bit of an illusion.
I thought you were going to say it's a bit of a why. But
that as well. That
I'm
as well.
joking.
Pause.
Yeah.
I never even thought. We're talking so much, I forgot about that. But it's just like.
Nah, I get where you're coming from, though.
Man's building, innit? So just think of my thing as like a castle. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm building the castle, bro.
Yeah. Do you think
people are gonna come in sooner or later, and there's gonna be a big catalogue there so you can become a fan once you hear. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you think you release enough music to stay relevant?
I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
I'm doing it now. That's one thing.
You know, people always want new music, innit?
Yeah.
Especially from like someone like you with your unique sound. The keyword here is your unique sound. Like niggas like me, you know, sometimes when I run through your page and I'm like, yo, has Astaxx got a new thing? Like,
Come
what's
on,
going
my
on?
bro.
You get
No,
me?
respect, bro, man.
Yeah, man. Do you think, like let's go for like yearly. And do you think that each year
In the
you release
past, I
enough music?
haven't, but now I am. And that's only, I think, because I've learned from the past and I'm just like taking things into my own hands more. You know what I mean? So when there's more in your control, it's just easier to keep things going out. You know what I mean? When you're independent, that's one of the advantages as well, isn't it? You ain't got to go to Gary and Tom and people at the label or whatever and get an okay for stuff. You can just put your stuff out, bro. So I'm just trying to make the most of that right now. You know what I mean? The fact that it's so easy to release music. But obviously balance that with quality as well. You know what I mean? Making sure everything that goes out
It's
going
quality.
out for a reason, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to talk about rap diaries. You get me? Big up your creativity with that. You get me? I really, really like the way you put it together. You get me? Put a suit on and went outside and started reporting the thing for the man. Now, honestly, I proper really enjoyed that. You get me? Like,
Thank you, bro.
talk to the people about rap diaries. Like, how did that come about? And
Yeah.
are you still doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, Rap Diaries, I got that idea from a guy called Skills in America who done a yearly wrap up. So from time ago, he's doing it from like time, over 10 years, probably over 15 years.
Well, before Uncle Murder and them.
Before Uncle, that's who Uncle Murder took the idea of.
Say no more.
Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
Skills was doing it monthly.
Monthly?
No, sorry, he was doing it yearly.
Okay, cool, yeah.
And he was only doing audio. So
No
my
videos.
thing, no visuals. So my thing was to kind of expound on that and just start doing monthly rap diaries and like doing a video to it, you know what I mean? To show all the things that's going on. And yeah, when I first started doing it, I was using other people's beats. So it was like a diary of the hottest tunes of the year as well.
Okay, yeah.
Because if it was a Meat Mill tune that was popping in January, I'd use that for the January diary, innit? And then February, March, you get it? So I was doing that, and then obviously the copyright and all that, certain beats, so certain diaries would get taken down because I'm using someone else's beat. So now we just use all original beats, like I make the beat, or it might be one of my bros, or my guy Freeway, Pablo, like, you know what I mean? As long as the beat's fire. And yeah, it's just literally news from my perspective of the world. This year I've dropped 2 parts this year. Like I used to do it monthly, couple years I've done it quarterly, couple years I just done 2 for the whole year, like first half, second half. I done a 10-year one, wrapping up 10 years of stuff that happened, a decade. But now this year I'm just doing it in parts. So I'm just doing it as I feel led and not worrying too much about doing it every month or forcing myself to like put stuff out in terms of the rap diaries, because it's a lot of intense stuff as well, bro. You know, like when you're researching what's going on with the world, and then you gotta like digest all that information and then still try and put it together in a way
creatively,
where it's like, you know what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
So
that
like,
the people can digest it properly and take it in and actually enjoy it as well.
Yeah, bro.
And even me proper, like watching the ones that you've dropped so far, bro, you can tell like a lot of work. That's one of the reasons why I proper love it as well, because you can tell that there's different aspects of like, you really got creative, like I said, with the visuals, with how you're reporting things, with how you even put some of the videos in there as well, so that it can literally go with the story as well.
That's it, bro.
Proper
Thank
dope,
you, man.
proper
Thank
cold.
you, bro.
You're welcome, bro, man. Like, bro, are you starting to feel the pressure? In terms of like, once again, we're talking about your music. You know, the beautiful thing about music is not like sport. You know, like sport, you got a certain age where you get to a certain age where your body says, fuck you, we're not doing this anymore. But with music, you can make a hit. When you're 40, into your 50s or whatever, like in general, Because let's keep it real once again, right? All of us, we want to win. All of us, once
100,
again, everything that we're doing, we want to get to a point where, you know, it's successful. People are enjoying it, people are indulging it in it, but at the same time, we're making a living off it, right? That's the goal, right? So obviously, a lot of us get to a point where we're doing this thing, and it's like, you know, once again, it's taking time to pause, yeah. But at the same time, it's like we keep on pushing forward, and I feel like all of us are at different periods within our journey. Yeah, we get to a point where, because of obviously life circumstances, whatever it might be or whatever, we might get to a point where we might start feeling the pressure of like, right, when is this thing gonna, you know, start paying off, right? And that's what I mean with you. Like, have you got to this point where you're starting to feel the pressure, or not yet?
I'm used to the pressure now.
Talk to us, bro.
Yeah, I'm used to the pressure. Just because I've been doing this for so long, balancing family life, still getting bread, and you know what I mean? Like, yeah, bro, like, I'm just used to it. So it is pressure, but what's a life without pressure? Like, you just lounging around.
you get me? And you know what they say as well, like pressure builds diamonds.
That's it.
I think that's the way you say it, but you get me? Yeah.
Something like that. And yeah, it's true, bro. It's like, you got to go through certain challenges, and I'm just that guy who, like, I prefer the challenge, bro. You know the way there, like, if I'm playing FIFA or something on the computer, I'm gonna put it on legendary mode.
Man.
Do you know what I mean?
Legendary.
Bro? Legendary. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm never doing that.
I might get smacked up in
I
that.
got
You know
traumatized, man. I can't do that,
yeah,
man.
you get traumatized first couple times, but after it's gonna make you
get
better, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's
yeah.
like legendary mode, and that's like how I play life, bro. Like, man could easily just settle. You know what I mean, bro? But you gotta keep pushing, man. You know what I mean, bro? This place is a magical place, bro. You know, it's real. Yeah. It's very real, but it's still magical, bro. So gotta try to make some magic, bro, man.
Yeah. And even like the word maintaining, yeah? Like, you could go anywhere with this, yeah? When I say to you the word maintaining, like, what's the things that come up in your head when I say that word, maintaining your...
The main things, innit?
Yeah.
The main things. What's the main things? Like, your health, strength, you know what I mean? Just maintaining is just like keeping it going, you know what I mean? Like, not stopping and just taking care of your portion, innit? Making sure everything's patterned, innit?
Yeah. I hear you. And let's go back a little bit, yeah? Like, so what was your first, like, project? Like,
first music project?
Yeah, what was your first music project?
My first music project was probably 545, I would say. 545, the mixtape. So, like, I was doing a thing where I was getting up at 5:45 in the morning every day, innit?
Okay.
Just because I had to, innit? To get to do what I had to do, innit?
Yeah.
So that season, it's like, my thing's like seasons, innit? You know what I mean? And that was like the 5:45 season.
Yeah.
Where I was waking up at that time. It's all the songs I was making at that time with the producers I was working with. Do you know what I mean? Big up Joey Sticks, Zuby Beats. You get it? So it's like, that was the first project. But I think back then I was kind of like overthinking music too much.
Oh, was
you?
You
know what I mean, yeah.
Around what age was that? Was you?
That was like 23, 24, like even up to now. Do you know what I mean, bro?
What do you overthink though? What's there to really overthink?
What's there to overthink? Are people gonna like this? Is this the right tune for me to release right now? Is this the best tune? Do I even like this tune? Do they like it? Do like, should I have better drums? Should we take out the hi-hats, put a bass in? There's a million things you could overthink, bro. Do you know what I mean? But so that's what man was thinking about. All of them sort of things.
I hear you,
and sometimes that is the biggest downfall for music, because before you know it, you just got a whole tune that sounds completely different.
Yeah. And
you don't even like it no more. You know what I mean? Or people say they like it. So it's like all of them sort of things, bro. So now, that's what I'm saying about momentum and that, bro. Man ain't trying to overthink nothing, really.
I hear you, man. So, like, moving forward, what's been, like, your most, today, what's been your most, like, successful song to date? Like...
Successful what? Like, streams and all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, and even to make this question a little bit more interesting, success is different to a lot of different people, and success sometimes has got a different meaning in it to different people.
Yeah.
So, like, to you personally, you know, like, what's been your most successful song?
It's so hard to say, bro. But if we're just going by like
Should we do like a top?
whatever,
Yeah, should we do like a top 3 or
we
top,
could
a top
do,
5?
or we could do. Alright, top 5. All right,
Top 5, yeah. Go on,
then,
let's go for it.
Alright, boom. So we won't do it in order. 'Cause I can't even think of it.
Yeah, no.
Alright, let's go Rashford.
Okay.
That's my highest viewed video to this point. So we're gonna throw different criterias in: views,
Let's go.
spiritual, like what it meant, how it impacted people. Like that will balance what's in the top 5. So Rashford was just a banging beat, and it was like it kind of just went off on. I'm saying went off, but it got like it's on around 50,000 views in it on GRM. That's not even crazy, but. I like, you know what I mean? That to this day, that's my highest view video to this day.
Yeah.
But it's like
people definitely need to check it out though.
Check it out, bro. It's hard. Rashford, and that was only because that's when Rashford first come out and he was banging out and that. You get it?
And it started feeling.
But then people started jumping on me in the comments of the video and that, talking about, "Bro, this shit. This is clickbait."
Yeah.
Because I called the tune Rashford.
Yeah.
I mentioned him in the tune, but it's like it weren't like I was saying his name every other word on that.
Yeah, I hear it, man.
So people jump, clickbait, like, you only say Rashford's name to get views. Like, and then other people after me come out and put songs out, you know what I mean, called footballers, and no one says that, bro, but you know what I mean? But I just say that tune because it done well, it done all right views-wise.
Yeah.
It was still a banging tune, it's unique, the beat, big up Joey Sticks on the beat.
Big up Joey
Crazy,
Sticks.
you know what I mean? And it's the video. You know them videos where it's like it's not even a big budget, but it's just the vibe of it, bro. Like if you watch it, you know, like certain vids, it's just the energy of it, innit?
Yeah.
So I'll put Rashford in there. I'll put Lockdown in there. That's a tune I released in when it was lockdown times and that.
Okay.
That's probably my highest like audio streamed song. And I didn't even really put no promotional budget into it. I just ran a few Instagram ads, but that was after I saw people liking it already. Yeah. I say that song because it's a very like deep spiritual song. People saying it helped them get them through lockdown. You know what I mean, and through certain things, and people still play it to this day, bro. So that's definitely in there. I got a tune with one of my favorite artists. Well, I can't really mention on camera that I done a couple years ago as well.
What is the tune out?
Nah, it's not out still.
Okay, that's one of your favourite tunes.
It's one of my favourite tunes.
Not even out yet.
That's it, bro.
Okay,
but it's like...
Yeah, I got confused for a second there.
Yeah. Nah, because it's with one of my favourite artists. It's like, it's a singer, innit? I'll tell you like off camera and that.
Okay.
It's a singer, and the way it happened and everything, the way that tune developed, God willing, it will come out one day. But it just gave me like that justification as well that like man's got this, because it's like this person working with man and like harmonizing different things that I've done and that, and do you know what I mean? It's like it just bro. And this tune's such a timeless banger, bro. So God willing, it comes out.
God willing.
So that's 3. 4 favorite tunes I put out. I love Milestones. That was produced by Tipsy, and it's got a singer called Imani Renee on it.
Big up Imani.
Yeah.
Imani who?
Imani Renee.
Imani Renee, yeah. Big her up, man.
That's it, bro. Like, sick singer.
And all, sorry to even cut you, and all of these tunes, bro, like could people like go on YouTube and all of these platforms,
to apart go from that last one that's not released.
But all of them, they're on YouTube, they're on all of these platforms.
That's it, bro. That's it.
So yeah, man, guys, like you're hearing, right now we are literally giving you guys, you know, Astaxx top 5 tracks. You go on and say, go listen to them on YouTube.
That's it.
You get me, on all of the other platforms.
That's it, bro. Yeah. So you got Rashford, the one that ain't out, Lockdown.
Yeah.
Milestones. Like I said, that's the one we're talking about. Like the hook's just banging. Tipsy wrote it. And I just wrote the verses and he made the beat. And that's just like about, you know, missing someone who's in jail and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Big up Eyeglass, they shot the video. And then out of the ones that's out, ooh, that's hard, bro. There's one space left.
One more space.
There's other ones that could be in there, but I just say, who am I? You know what I mean? That's like the first song on the Cold EP project. I made the beat myself. And it's just a banger, bro. The video is like, you know what I mean? I love the video. Got a couple, like my kids in the video as well.
Cold.
So it's like...
It's just a vibe, man.
It's
proper
a
good
vibe.
vibes.
Yeah, bro. So that would be my 5 at the moment still.
I hear you, man.
Yeah, my brother.
Like, I want to go back. I want to just try to document, like, obviously your journey, like, the best way that I can. Yeah. So, like, you know, like 26, 27, 26, 27, 28. Like, what's going on in your life around those times?
So I'm pushing a label with my bro and my next brethren. A few of us actually. A few of us at that time.
Music label, yeah?
Music label, yeah. Red House Entertainment.
Big up.
And pushing music, working 9 to 5, 2 children by then. I'm just grinding, bro. Just grinding.
Just grinding, yeah?
Yeah, I think 27, 28. Yeah, bro. Just grinding, man. I think at that time I was still...
Are you still
Yeah,
dropping?
I would have been. I would have... Because around 23 and that, man made a mobile phone app.
Okay.
Yeah, with a couple other guys. It's called the Stop and Search mobile phone app.
Sounds dope. Whose idea was it, like, initially? Was it your idea or one of your friends?
It was...
Or both?
So basically, I believe it was my idea still. Or maybe we generated it together. It was like me, my brethren Greg, and another guy called Sat. You know what I mean? And we was on a course that was run at the community centre in Tulse Hill. But my mum used to work and she used to manage it. And it's about making phone apps that could like help with an issue in the community, you get it?
Sounds interesting.
We made the app where people can know their rights if they're getting stopped and searched by the police, and let you like record your experience as well in it. So like upload the ID number of the officer,
That sounds cool.
where it happened,
Yeah.
everything, you get it? So
What happened to that app?
boy, over
You lot
time,
sold it off. That's why you lot so rich now. I can't believe. That app sounds like a very, very good app. Yeah, what happened to it? Sorry to even cut you.
we was pushing it for years, bro.
Yeah.
We was pushing it for years. After we made it, long story short, we got it like onto iPhone. It was on Android.
Yeah.
And we were just pushing it, bro. We was on the news, you know, ITV News. Everyone wanted to talk to us about it on that sort of platform.
On that platform,
We were
yeah.
doing talks at community centres. We were doing our best we could to push it. Do you know what I mean? While I was still working on music, family, everything else. Do you know what I mean? And then over time, we kind of we gave up on it, bro. You know, that's the big and short of it.
Yeah.
We didn't maybe fight for it
Okay.
as much as we could have. But obviously things happened, you know what I mean?
Along the way, yeah.
Along the way.
Yeah.
So we done a good thing. Hopefully we inspired some people along the way. It inspired us as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That app there and going on that course where I made that helped me to change my life as well.
Yeah.
Helped me to kind of get on a better path as well. So yeah, man, it was good. It was good. It's something I would revisit in the future, but it's a lot comes with that, bro. You know, like even if you're doing something good, like in the charity space or whatever, the charity space is a lot like the business space as well. Do you know what I mean? Even if people are running charitable groups and stuff, you think like they're nice people. Some of them are, but it's like very
I know exactly
kind
what
of
you're
like
talking about.
cutthroat and
Yep.
kind of bad mind as well. Like that whole space, bro.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're in the matrix, you know, we're in the Babylon, innit? Sometimes people like manipulate situations, or sometimes people like with charities or whatever, like you said, obviously to not say too much on camera as well, like I had an experience where it's like, I had my eyes open in terms of like so not everybody who claims they've got a charity or they're doing charity work or they're doing these things for charity basically like I've got a good mindset or like kind people. Sometimes people use certain things to just get
just
to
to
get
get
where they
money,
want to
bro.
get or to
Yeah,
get money.
it's just to get bread.
I had to actually really realize that for myself.
Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's absolutely crazy.
Some of it is worse than like the business set, like, you know what I mean, the private business sector, because maybe because you're expecting more from people, but yeah, my bro, it's like
It's just that word, isn't it?
that
Charity.
taught man a lot as well.
Yeah.
That doing that whole thing, developing that app, promoting it. It taught man a lot. I learned a lot from it. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely glad man done that still. And big up my mum for even
Big up, mumsy.
telling me to go on that course.
Yeah.
And just big up everyone that was a part of that, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, big up, man. Big up.